All right, good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Best Daily Bets channel. I'm your host, Sportsman D, and we went 4-1 yesterday, so it was an awesome rebound day for us. For some reason, Mondays do seem to be magic, but that's okay. So that's fantastic, rather. We've also got 4 picks today, plus introducing a new little bit where we pick a dog of the day. I've kind of been doing this on my own the last few days just to see how good I could do. And I was 5-1, so I decided to introduce this new little segment where I try to give you a pick worth a lot more juice than what I would throw in a parlay or recommend individually, and try to make a good case for that. All right, so wait for that at the end. Let's go ahead and get into the actual picks here today. We've got the Miami Heat -4. I don't give a shit if Giannis is going to play or not. He's hurting bad. The Heat, they basically had it in the bag and kind of blew it at the end. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, Milwaukee was playing good, but I think Miami had that game and kind of blew it. I think that they're going to be super pissed off. I think the emotion of that game and the Bucks, I think it's going to be too much to try to repeat. They celebrated and all that. It was a great game. That was one game that they'd won. So I don't think that they have anything really left in the tank. I think this is a blowout. This has 20-point victory written all over it. So take the Heat -4. If you want to be conservative and take the money line, okay, it's moderately priced as you see on screen here, -170. So you could do that, but I'm taking the points. And frankly, I'd be even willing to take this thing up to about 7 or 8, honestly. All right, let's move over to pick number 2, which is the over of 9 in the Orioles and New York Mets game. And if we're looking at why, look no further than the pitchers. Now, also bear in mind that the first couple games in this series played a few days ago, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so September 2nd. Jeez, it's already the 8th. So played, last week. It was 9-4, 9-4, or 9-4, 9-5. So, I mean, these guys are going to score. I think this was the matchup between these two pitchers. So if we take a look at it here real quick, let's take a look at what Waka did against Baltimore. Three innings pitched, four hits, 2 earned runs, a couple of Ks and a walk. That's not great. If we flip back and take a look at what Mr. Johnny Means did. I like how he's John Means. Last year he was Johnny Means. Whatever, dude. You're still Johnny. So if you take a look at his game, 8 hits, 5 1/3, 4 runs, a couple of jacks. He gave up a walk and a K. It's not great. When we talk about the conditions in terms of weather, bullshit. It's going to be mid-80s, fairly clear day, and that ball's gonna sail. So take that over at 9. This is another, maybe not a 9-5 game. This is at least another 8-4, 8-3, something like that. It's gonna be an ass whooping. I think that the Mets put it on them because of Johnny, but still, I think either way that over is gonna play, and I wouldn't want to take the money line. Let's move over to a little bit of a tighter line here, and we're taking the White Sox -128. So we're taking the White Sox on the money line. Look, they've won 4 in a row. They're 7-3 in their last 10 games. If we take a look, by the way, they've also beat the Pirates a couple times. If we take a look here, you got a team that's playing much better ball. Now, the Pirates are improved. So, I mean, they're improved, but they're still 4-6 in their last 10. So you can see that they're winning a couple games here. Yeah, that's great, but I don't know that they get their ass kicked, but they're gonna lose this game. Now let's take a look real quick at Musgrove, so the starting pitcher for the Pirates. It's not been great. So, his best game was probably this game here against Milwaukee, where 5 2/3. 3 runs, 4 hits, 8 Ks, and 3 walks. All right, but against a better Milwaukee's a horrible hitting team. They're second to last in batting average. So you take a team like the White Sox, which is absolutely not second to last in batting average. I think they're going to have a field day with Musgrove. So I think that the pick here is pretty solid. Now, if we take a look at Dylan Cease, and yeah, people named Dylan are pretty sweet, so, got to back this guy. But if we take a look here, he's really only had a couple of bad games. Maybe this isn't a bad game, certainly not a good game, but this is not good. So, other than those two, he pitched pretty well, and he's pitching against a significantly worse Pittsburgh Pirates team than Kansas City or Chicago. Probably, maybe they're better than Detroit, but not by a whole heck of a lot. All right, so back the White Sox money line. Let's take it over for our fourth and final pick. We're going over to the Lakers, but we're taking the over in the Lakers and Rockets game. I think the Lakers do win this. I really do. When we took game one and we took the Lakers there and they got their ass kicked, the reasons I took the Lakers in that pick was because I think that the Rockets small ball is just, they're not going to have any answer for the Lakers, and that's more or less what happened in game two. So I think that continues to happen despite my distaste for LeBron James. Despite that, they're still super talented. Anthony Davis is an absolute freaking stud. Love that guy. The brow. So I think they get it done. But despite all that, our pick here is the over, and the reason why is because I think the Lakers figured out the Rockets defense. I think they got their terrible game out of their system, and I think this is going to go well over 222. This is going to be somewhere in the 230s range. The final over here. So take it at 222.5 with confidence. It's actually sitting at 222 on my site, but we'll take it at 222.5. That's fine, and you can take that with confidence. So let's go ahead and review here and see what we've got. We have Miami Heat -4 against the hurting hapless Bucks. Miami's gonna take that series and wrap it up tonight. We have the over of 9 in the Mets Orioles game. We have the over of 222.5 in the Lakers Rockets game, and then we have the White Sox pick. And as promised, our very first segment of Dog of the Day is the Seattle Mariners. Seattle Mariners have won 6 in a row. They're taking on a Giants team, which they've also won 3 in a row, so they're playing better ball. But the matchup is the pitchers, and Lijay Newsom is pitching really well, and Logan Webb has pitched well only against the Arizona, the D-Bags. So he's really only pitched well against the D-Bags. Everybody else he has not pitched well against at all. So back the Mariners. They are plus 140, so that's your dog of the day. Get those picks in, guys, and good luck. Be sure to join me here around this time again for another edition of the Best Daily Bets. Thanks, and good luck.